All right, so as you can see, I was scheduled to come back to Nigeria on the 13th of this month. However, I had to change my flights and I came back to Nigeria yesterday because of this particular case. You see, this case I'm about to share now is one of the most craziest, heartbreaking betrayal. It's one of the most craziest cases I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. So I had to come back because I want to be in court with these people on the 12th, which is tomorrow in Lagos. So from Abuja, I'll be going to Lagos. Now what happened? This guy on my screen, his name is Justice. He's an alumni of Imo State University, graduated in 2022. But before he graduated, while he was in school, his sister, Tekla, God blessed the girl. They were all living in Ajegule. But before he left for school, they were all living in Ajegule. The family house is in Ajegule. The mother is a nurse. She works in a clinic, that she partly owned in Ajegule, right? So all of them, they were all just doing normal hustling. Then he got admission and then he went to Imo State University. While he was in school, God blessed the sister Tekla. She went into phone accessories. She was selling phone, power bank, gadgets, So God blessed her through that means. And then she decided to relocate the whole family from Ajegule to the island, but around Sangotedo. So they were staying there, and then he graduated in 2022. And then when he came back home, he saw that, oh, my sister is doing well, my family is okay, So the sister was living with the elder sister, the younger sister, who is also going to school in Bayelsa State, the dad and the mom. Right? They were all living together. So he came and he joined them. So while they were all together, him, Justice, was going to the sister's shop, to help her out there. And then one day, he now asked of his friend in Ajegule. The friend's name is Ediri. He asked of Ediri and he said, sis, how far now? I know they see my friend Ediri. It's been long, I've not heard from him. So I said, since we left Ajegule, I've not really connected with people like that, So the guy decided to call his friend, Ediri. And then when he called his friend, he asked his friend Ediri, he said, Ediri, how far now? How you doing now? That one said, my life hard, I did Ajegule, things really, really hard for me. I don't get anything what they do. It really, really did difficult. So based on, they grew up together in Ajegule. As a matter of fact, this Ediri and Justice, the house is not far from each other, just adjacent to each other. So they grew up together. They've known themselves from like 13, 14 years old, So he said, okay, you know what? No, Wala, you be my brody, you be my best friend. Let me talk to my sister. My sister is doing well. Maybe you will come and be joining me to sit down in her shop while we help her sell, and then I can tell her to pay you since things know they go well, So the guy said, I would really appreciate. So Justice now spoke to his sister. When Justice spoke to his sister that I want Ediri to come and join me here in this house, then from here we'll be going to your shop together, because Ediri, Ediri be like our family too. The sister said, no. I don't want Ediri here, I beg. I don't want all those people. I beg. We are okay here, let's just stay like this. The brother insisted, he begged. The brother now told the father, because the father also know Ediri and Ediri's parents. And because Ediri used to come to the house, and the father see Ediri like a son. So they all sat down. The older sister, they were now begging Tekla. Say, Tekla, I beg. Tekla, please, just let this boy, they really go through a lot. And the thing, just the way it was not okay for us then, they are going through that same thing. Because God bless you now, you still extend. So the girl said, okay, no wahala. Oh yeah, he can come. So Ediri came. When Ediri came to Sangotedo, they were now going to a shop, they will walk, they will come back. Now, while they were there, Justice had applied for International Brewery's job in Ogun State. He applied for the job in October, 2 months after he came back, he applied for the job. So they now called him that, I think this work don't click. So he now went to Ogun State. When he got to Ogun State, he started working. Around January period, he now called Ediri. He now said, Ediri, I don't secure this place, International Breweries, where they make Star Radler, and they pay me 400,000 naira every month. Because of how hardworking I am and how dedicated I am to this job, I am very, very close to my boss. Very, very close to my boss. So I am pitching you that my boss can bring you here, right? So as if they go well for me, if they go well for you, may you say they support your family, brothers for life. So Ediri said, I would really appreciate you. Around February, 11th, he now called Idiri and now say he don't pure. I've spoken to my boss, they say you should come for interview. So now it's for us to pray that they accept you, they see you, and they like you, right? So on the 13th, Idiri now came to Ogun State to come and meet Justice. When he got to Ogun State, Justice was busy inside because it's a professional setting, international breweries where they make Star Radler, Trophy, you know, very professional setting. So it's not that kind of one where you just go carry somebody and enter. So it was a thing where he was now praying to God that they accept his friend. So when he came, you know, he did the interview, he was inside. But before he came, he had called Idiri. He said, my house is in so place. This is where I dropped the key. So when you come, we are not allowed to use our phones, right? So when you come, my phone might be off. You will go to the house. After your interview, you go to my house. You go and wait for me in Ogun State. So after work, I will come back home. Idiri agreed. So he came. That one was busy inside. He did the interview. Then at night, after Justice closed, Justice now went home. When he got home, he didn't see Idiri. He checked everywhere, didn't see Idiri. He waited for hours, thinking maybe Idiri went somewhere to buy something. He didn't see Idiri. It's okay. You know what? Let me call him. He called Idiri. Idiri, where you there now? How far? I don't close from work, I don't see you. Idiri said, oh, I don't go back to Lagos. He said, but you come here, come do interview. You know, wait for me where we say I connect you. Why you do like that? And I said, no, I need to go back home and tell your sister, Tekla, the person we are working with in our shop where she sells gadgets, that she should start looking for somebody else to start helping her, because this job in international breweries, I've gotten it. So Justice now say, thank you, you are so thoughtful, you want to go and tell my sister, thank you, to prepare her mind. So no wahala, he left. So he left back to Lagos. Idiri, Justice continued his job, everything was going well. Until March 8th. The following month, March 8th, the sister, the younger sister of Justice and Tekla, now called and now said, that our sister Tekla, our friend Lami called me to say, I called Tekla. Tekla left my house, right? I called Tekla and she didn't pick, but when she eventually picked up the call, I heard a man's voice. And then she quickly hung up the phone and she started chatting me that everything is okay. I don't think it's okay. Plus, I know a fiancé's voice, and that's not a fiancé's voice. So, told the younger sister in Bayelsa. The younger sister now told this one that's working with the breweries, that is Justice. Justice now called Idiri at home. He said, Idiri, now you the house, so Alpha, what's going on? You know, they say they call my sister, she's not picking, but she's chatting. So Idiri now said, your sister, she came back home she left the house on Monday, she came back home on Wednesday, she picked her things, and then she traveled. Guy say, okay, no wahala. He started calling the sister again, the sister was not picking. You know, then he immediately called the fiancé of the sister. Say, hello, bros. I say, yeah. He say, I've been trying to call your fiancé. They say she came back home on Monday, she picked her things, and then she came back home on Monday. She left the house on Monday. She came back home on Wednesday. She immediately picked her things after 5 minutes, and then she left. The fiancé say, Omo, I've not spoken with her since Monday, so I don't really know. But let me try to call her. They tried calling her again on Thursday. She was not picking. So the brother was now disturbed. He now said, come, hello, Idiri, now you the house. You know what you do? Go to the police station and go and make an entry for a missing person. Because we don't see her and we cannot just keep quiet. I am disturbed. You know, Lami, our friend, is disturbed. My sister in Bayelsa is disturbed. Everybody is disturbed. What is going on? You know? So Idiri said, okay. That Thursday evening, he called back. Idiri, how far? Idiri said he's going to go and do it on Friday. Say, no problem. On Friday, Idiri, how far? Idiri said, one lawyer advised him that because he's not related to the family, he cannot go and make any entry. So Justice now said, Idiri, you are my blood. We stay together. You are my blood. The fact that they don't born us together, you are my blood. Even if you see that something is going wrong, anybody can make an entry. Even a stranger can make an entry for a missing person. Do you understand? So you can do it. But Idiri stopped. Idiri still didn't go to the police station. That was how Justice now said, you know what? Idiri, I'm going to come to Lagos on Saturday. Please, as I'm coming, prepare food, because if I say hunger day here. That was how on Saturday, Justice now came from Ogun State. When on his way, he now bought banana. As he got to the house, he met the sister's fiancé, Tekla fiancé, and his own fiancé. They were interrogating Ediri. Where you talk say she go? The boy stood in their front. Where you talk say this she go? Like, it is unlike her. You know, it is unlike her. So they were asking him. The boy said she left on Monday. She came back on Wednesday and picked her things. She okay. That Monday, how did she leave? She said, no. The older sister of Tekla and the one that seniored everybody, she's a cancer patient. So I think there was complication. So Tekla now took the sister in an Uber to go and meet the mother. Remember, the mother works with the clinic. To go and meet the mother in Ajegunle. So after she left, so according to Ediri's story, she took the older sister that is a cancer patient straight to Ajegunle. She left. She came back on Wednesday and she picked her things and she left. They say, which kind of problem is this? Anyways, they now say, okay, let's just try, keep on calling. If we don't hear anything, tomorrow we'll go and make an entry in the police station. So that Sunday, the next day, which is on Sunday, they went to the police station. You know, police know they really open on Sunday like that. They're not too active. So they went there, they laid the complaint that, we did not see this person. This is what happened. Last scene, she came on, she left on Monday. On Wednesday, she just came, picked her things and she left. Police said, okay, no problem. What you do is you go tomorrow when the police station is fully like active, you come with a picture, right? You come with a picture, then we can start our investigation. So that was how they left. When they went home, they went to go and sleep. Now, this guy now stood up. That is Justice. He now stood up. He was now going around to ask. So there's this particular shop in that their area. This shop where they sell, you know, all this beer parlor, that they sell pomo, that they sell provision. It is owned by one woman, Mama D, and her brother, Ogbonna. So the guy now went there, now said, bros, I said, you don't come. How they be now? What did they happen now? Hey, how about your sister now when get cancer? How she did? He said, say she did okay, but the thing we say, we are looking for Tekla. Ogbonna said, Tekla. He said, I see Tekla on Tuesday now. The guy now said, you see Tekla on Tuesday? He said, yes now, I see Tekla on Tuesday. But remember, Ediri said she left on Monday, came back on Wednesday, picked things and left. He didn't mention Tuesday. So the guy was paused. He said, you saw her on Tuesday, okay, what happened? He said, on Monday, she called me that Ediri was stealing money from her. And Ediri has stolen up to 900,000 naira. So she called me that she cannot arrest Ediri because Ediri is like family to her. But she needs to pressure Ediri to stop it. So instead of going to the police, that him, Mr. Ogbonna, should help her organize soldier. Soldier will come and make Ediri fear. So that Monday, they now brought the soldier. Say, you brought soldier? Say, yes, we took me and my sister, Mama D, we took the soldier to the house to go and meet Ediri and your sister. Say, okay, so you people took soldier there? Say, yes. So immediately they got there, Ediri stood. The soldier stood and said, so you steal money? How you take steal the money? While they were talking, the sister with cancer now started screaming of pain. So before Ediri could say anything, they took the sister, put her in an Uber. They called one man upstairs. There's one of their one of their neighbors that have an Uber car. So they just took him and said, I beg, let's rush her to go and meet my mom. Because when this thing don't stand, my mother will know what to do. So that was how they left Ediri in the house on Monday, and the girl left to Ajegunle. Then that Monday she didn't come back. She came back on Tuesday because that Monday she branched her friend's house, Lami. Right? She branched her friend's house, Lami, and she stayed. So on Tuesday she came back. Immediately she came back, she didn't go to the house. She went straight to Mr. Ogbonna and Mama D's shop. When she got there, Mr. Ogbonna, hey, how your sister? How your sister? They were asking Tekla, how is your sister? Tekla now said, man, she does not know, but she really hoped that the sister will be okay. Then I said, okay, how about this boy? What are you going to do about the boy? That is Ediri that stole your money. She said, that one, that she does not want to just harass the boy, that she wants to also go to Money Point, collect bank statements, right? Collect bank statements on Wednesday. Because it was already late on Tuesday. That she wants to go and collect bank statements on Wednesday. Then from there, she can now know what to do with